During last year's Georgia versus Tennessee game, the vaunted Georgia defense flexed their muscles and made life extremely difficult for the Volunteers, holding Hendon Hooker to under 200 yards passing while sacking him 6 times en route to beating the Vols 27-13. However, that was last year, and much has changed since that date between the hedges in early November. Both Georgia and Tennessee look to retool rosters that lost some key production and key leadership. Georgia looks to show that they are on the brink of a dynasty, while Tennessee is attempting to show that they will be a mainstay in the national championship picture. Can Joe Milton and the Volunteers take another step in their rise up Old Rocky Top, or will Georgia again play like a dog off its leash, using a vicious attack, making November 18th another dog day afternoon? All right, welcome back to Clash of Cultures. We continue our 2023 college football preview. Today's video, we're going to be highlighting the 2023 Georgia-Tennessee game. And as you heard in the opening clip, it was a heck of a game last year. A lot of implications on the end of the season in Georgia's kind of run to the national championship. But like always, before we get into football, we want to thank you guys for the love and support you guys have shown. If you guys have not been paying attention, we will be doing live shows in August. So please continue to tune in, continue to subscribe, press that notification button so you guys can get online. Because really, when we do those live shows, it's really going to be dependent upon fan interaction. We really are going to ask you guys to help us drive this show. It's going to be off the cuff, unscripted. You don't understand how many times Steven says cut because he be laughing and shit in the video. So we won't be able to do that in the live show. So we're excited about doing it. But with that being said, Steven, what's your thoughts on this game, Georgia-Tennessee?
So before we get into talking about the game, the comment of the day comes from Alex Corbin 6198. He says, like these matchup videos, do a Colorado versus Nebraska preview.
This motherfucker just want us to do everybody, huh? You want us to do Kahuku versus St. Louis too? Just any old game, huh? You want to do Madden? Ain't nobody doing that matchup.
So I mean, we'll probably end up doing it, but it's not going to be one that is, I guess, prioritized right now. There's a lot of
that's way down the list.
There's a lot of other key marquee matchups that we're going to get to. Tomorrow's video, we're going to be doing Alabama, Texas. So make sure you guys, like my dad said, hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss that upload. But to kind of talk into the topic of today, the Georgia-Tennessee game, I'm almost positive my dad and I have the same outlook for this game. I mean, it is not a very popular perspective. I'm pretty sure we both have Tennessee winning this game. And now, those of you guys who watched the Tennessee preview and the Georgia previews, I had Tennessee comfortably. I'm starting to lean back a little bit, and I feel like it is a 50-50 game. Georgia fans are going to hate me saying that, but I just think with what you guys lost, Tennessee lost a lot as well. I just think there's question marks surrounding both teams, and that's why I believe that it's going to be kind of a 50-50 matchup. I think Joe Milton is going to play a big factor on how good this game goes for Tennessee. And we'll have to see how good the offensive line plays for Tennessee as well. You saw that they brought in some transfers, I believe, from Miami and Texas. So that's going to be key for them. See how good the offensive line can hold up against that Georgia defensive front seven. So we'll just have to see. And we're going to have to see also how Carson Beck can hold up against another, SEC type defense, given that this was one of the worst defenses in the country last year, pass defense wise. I expect them to be better. Josh Heupel's offense is always going to be good. It just depends on how good their defense can be heading in 2023. And this matchup in late November is going to be pivotal. Who decides the SEC East? And I think who eventually gets the number one seed in the playoffs. But how do you feel about it? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so as I've already alluded to, I'm picking Tennessee. And it's tough because you have to, at this point in time, believe in Kirby Smart's ability to retool. I don't know what that noise was.
You good, bro?
I made one of them Steven noises. But you got to believe in Kirby Smart's ability to retool at this point. But again, second year in a row where you're talking about losing 7 starting defenders on a team that really hangs its hat on its ability to be nasty on the defensive side of the football. Against a team, like you mentioned, Josh Heupel is going to have that Tennessee offense ready. I think at some point it's just it has to harm Georgia all the great prospects they've lost to the NFL over the last 2 seasons. Not to say that they're not going to retool, not to say that they're not going to be a power player, not to say that they're not going to be a good team. I absolutely think they are. I don't even think Carson Beck and the offense is going to be, and I don't want to say the downfall, because I don't think Georgia's going to have the bottom dropped out of it type season. But I don't think they're going to be in the national championship picture starting with this game, because I think that defense is going to be a little bit down from where they've been the last 2 seasons. I think the offense will probably be very similar to what they've been. A pretty good offense, able to move the ball and able to score. I just don't think they'll be able to keep up with these high-powered offensive teams like Tennessee. And what they've been able to do is slow those teams down. I think that kind of weans a little bit next year, and they're not able to stop teams like this at the same level that they've been able to do the last couple of years. I think their schedule plays out great for them, but this is the game. This is the first time that defense is really put to the test with a top offense.
And I will say this. Obviously, my dad and I are both picking Tennessee. I will say this. This is a 50-50 game in my opinion. I don't know about you, but it's a 50-50 game in my opinion. And I wouldn't be surprised if either team won by 10 or if either team won by 17, whatever the case may be. I think this game could really go either way. Obviously, this is a preseason prediction. Yeah. Based off, and we have nothing on the field to compare this to, other than the fact that obviously Georgia is coming off back-to-back national championships. So Georgia fans and people who kind of put that at the top, they prioritize that. They're going to say Georgia's going to walk through Tennessee, which is fine. That's your opinion. That's your perspective. I'm basically going off of on paper what we're looking at here. Maybe by week 3 or week 4, I'm going to have a completely different perspective. I may say Tennessee by 20. I may say Georgia by 25. But as of right now, a preseason prediction, we have nothing to go off of besides spring games. This is where I feel as though Tennessee is just a little bit ahead of them. And I think, again, it's a 50-50 game. I can see it going either way, but we don't have anything on the field to judge anything off of. So I would say after week 3 or 4, after some meaningful games are being played, we can revisit this and come with a more educational prediction rather than just, going off of the offseason.
Yeah, it's no knock to Kirby Smart, right? I think I only give one coach the absolute benefit of the doubt. I think only one coach has earned that, and his name is Nick Saban. Not to say Kirby Smart has not started to get to a level of earning that level of respect, but I think you got to show me more than, and when I say once, I mean the ability to retool for the next season after major losses. You got to show me that more than once. If he does it again this year, if George is able to run the table and win the national championship in a three-peat, I think now you got to talk about Kirby Smart in a whole different conversation, right? I think at that point, he will be, second active coaches in terms of college football championships? I think Dabo has 2.
Yes. Dabo has 2. Mac Brown has 1. Nick Saban has 7.
Yeah. I mean, so obviously behind Nick Saban.
No one else has anything higher than 2.
So at that point, I think he's in a different conversation. If they're able to three-peat, all hats off. And I will give Kirby Smart all the respect he deserves. I just have to see it. I think he had some great recruiting classes, and it is very possible, like Steven said, that 2 weeks in, we look at this Georgia defense and we say, they have not lost a step, and it makes us reconsider our thoughts on this game. But right now, I just need him to show me that losing 7 starters or 7 key contributors to a defense last year, that he's able to retool and play that same style of defense that he was able to play last year. Like I said, Georgia's never in this run has not been seen as an offensive powerhouse. What they have been seen at is a defensive powerhouse. I just need to see that he can retool again.
So, and I will say this, it goes for both teams, obviously. On one side of the ball, for Georgia, the defense, they lost a lot. And obviously on offense, Tennessee lost a lot as well. You lose Hooker, you lose Hyatt, you lose Darnell Wright at line. So there's a lot of question marks that need to be answered on one side of the ball for both of these ball clubs. I mean, even the defensive side of the ball for Tennessee, because how bad they were last year. There's question marks surrounding both teams, and I think that's why it's so hard to kind of gauge this game and put an accurate prediction on it, because we could be both off. It could be a 10-7 type game like Georgia and Clemson 2 years ago. Or 10-3. We really don't know until the snap starts or the game starts. But I think, like I said, as week 3, week 4, week 5, kind of rolls in, the season gets underway, we're going to have a lot better hold on how good these teams are going to be. We may see week 2 and this Tennessee offense may be terrible. Or like you said, the Georgia defense may be terrible. So we really don't know. I don't know off the top of my head who these two teams play in the first 3 weeks of the season. They're probably cupcake opponents, if we're being honest.
Georgia plays like nobody.
Yeah, so it'll be hard to really judge until like week 4 or 5. But I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be one of the games that I have circled this year. One of the games, like I said, that I think it's going to decide who wins the SEC as a whole and who's going to get the number 1 seed in the playoffs. But nonetheless, thank you guys so much for watching this video. This was our Georgia versus Tennessee preview. Like I said, we're going to be doing a bunch of these the next coming weeks, breaking down all the good games throughout the year. Tomorrow we're doing Alabama, Texas. Like I said, hit the notification bell so you guys don't miss an upload. Also, comment down below what teams or games you want to see us do. We have about a month and a half, or really only a month before the season starts, about 30 days worth of videos before we really get to start talking about meaningful football, along with the live shows.
Don't forget, I got trivia.
Oh, that's right. So what was your trivia before we get out of here?
All right. So yesterday's trivia, you asked me
the players drafted. Yeah, the champions every year.
The champions. I'm going to ask you Heisman winners.
Okay.
So let's start with and I'm going to go down. Let's get about 4. Who won the Heisman in 2014?
2013 was Jameis. 2014, who won the championship after the Jameis year? It would have been Ohio State. Was it Marcus Mariota?
Marcus Mariota.
Okay.
Good job.
Okay, turn me up, Tat. Come on. Let's go.
Good job. Let's go. All right. Who won the Heisman in 2011?
After Cam Newton. Had to have been an Alabama player. Is it an Alabama player?
It is not.
2011. Who won the championship in 2011? So Alabama won the championship in 2011. Manziel won it in 2012.
Manziel did win it in 2012.
2010 was Cam Newton.
Yeah. So you got both of the people surrounding this player.
So 2011 had to have been. He's in the SEC. He has to be.
He is not in the SEC.
Oh, is it RG3?
RG3.
Okay, I don't know. That one slipped my mind, but yeah, I knew that one. I knew that one.
All right. Who won the Heisman in 2005?
Reggie Bush.
Oh, good job. Good job.
Oh, your Siri talking to you. She got to answer the question for me.
I know. All right, last one. Who won the Heisman in 1996?
Ooh, that was the year I was born.
That's why I asked that one.
It's not Charlie Ward.
It is not Charlie Ward.
Ward won it in 93, right?
Ward won it in 92.
92, okay. 1996, who won the Heisman?
The year you were born.
It wasn't Peyton Manning, right?
It was not. Peyton Manning never won the Heisman.
Okay. 1996. Is it a quarterback?
It is.
And did he have a good NFL career?
He did not.
Oh, I'm not going to know this person then. Give me a conference.
SEC.
I don't know who it is. No, actually, don't tell me. Comment section down below. Okay. You guys answer. Do not look it up and then answer that. Doesn't. I'm not gonna look at you different if you do that. I'm not gonna be like, oh, this guy's a genius. So I'm just gonna let y'all. I'm gonna try to give you guys the benefit of the doubt.
So 96 Heisman winner.
Alrighty. First one to comment the 1996 Heisman winner. You get to choose the next video that we do.
Unless it's Alex.
Hey, so really, I mean, somebody could cheat. Somebody could cheat and look it up. But if you're the first one to comment the 1996 Heisman winner, what should the reward be?
No, they pick the next video, even if it's Alex.
Well,
we'll do Colorado, Nebraska.
It really wouldn't be the next video because we're going to record one for tomorrow.
Yeah, well, the next
video that we have to record, you guys get to choose the game that we're going to preview. But like I said, hit the notification bell, subscribe down below. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.